What's up guys, my name is MrJTekken and this is your guide on how to complete the first Easter egg in Outbreak. Before we get started, as always, I'm going to recommend that we use the Gallow and Ether Shroud because for my method, it is a must for the boss fight as it's going to allow you to take him down in less than 5 minutes. Make sure you have Shotguns and Ether Shroud fully upgraded because it's going to help you a lot with that second field upgrade charge. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get straight into the guide. This first step you're going to want to do is wait until World 3 as the first part won't spawn until then. I recommend doing everything you can on all the worlds as it makes it so much easier for when you get to the boss fight. Once you get to the third world, you're going to want to find a radio. Note that there are other radios on the map that'll show up on the mini-map. Those are not the right ones and are used for a music Easter egg. Find the radio that doesn't show up on the mini-map. I'm going to give you guys as many locations as I know because this map has been updated since the quest came out, so feel free to pause at any point if you need to make sure that yours matches up with mine. If you still can't find the radio, finish everything on the map and head to the next world. It shouldn't be too much of a big deal. And if I did miss any, please put them in the comments and I'll update the description. Once you find it, interact with the radio and continue to interact with it until you hear Maxis. This step is a lot easier if you have subtitles on, so I'd suggest putting that on. Once you hear Maxis, you're going to want to find 3 other radios around the area. You should be able to hear them when you have subtitles on, so don't worry, I'm not going to put them up. At some point, some of them will send out an alarm and zombies will spawn. Just kill them and keep on moving on with the radios. Once you have all 3 of the smaller radios done, head back to the main radio and interact with it. This is going to spawn a bunch of points as well as the beacon listening device. Finish the world and interact with the beacon. You're going to see an extra option on the exfil that looks like a telephone. Make sure you hit this one because this is officially going to start the Easter egg. You're then going to hear Maxis talk, and once she's done, head over to the next world. Now that you've gotten this far, you're going to want to find a stone monkey bomb around the map. There's going to be a few locations, but the one you want to find is the one with the M next to it. I'm going to recommend that you have the Gallow at Legendary Rarity and PAP 3 before you start, as you won't really have the time to get it after this, so make sure you're doing your best and getting those Ether Crystal challenges to get that free rarity. Depth Perception is really good for this because you'll be able to see those crystals through the walls. I'm now going to show you all the known locations of the stone monkeys on the screen now. If I missed any, once again, leave them in the comments and I'll put the rest in the description. There should be around 4 locations on every map, so don't worry if you don't find one without an M because there will be more that you can find. Once you get the right monkey, shoot it and pick up the reel that drops from it. You'll then want to find a projector on the map. I'm going to show all the locations once again. Pause if needed, and if you can't find it, you know what to do. Once you find the projector, place the reel in and Maxis will once again start talking. Flip through the slides and you've completed this step. Now at this time you should have a legendary rarity and PAP 3. If not, you can still go around the map and get a bunch of those things you need. Hit the box if you want, get all your perks and pack a punch, but this part is a must. Head over to the exfil station and head over to the next map, which should always be Ruka. Once you get to the map, you're going to see an objective marker, and this is going to be the point of no return. Before you leave, it is a must you grab the death machine from the crafting table, as this is going to be crucial to the boss fight. Find this elevator and head inside. Once the elevator opens, this is where you're going to find Ravenov. Head over to this specific location as I'm showing you and click on this panel. This is going to start a cutscene, but I'm going to skip it to not give out spoilers. Once this is done, you're going to need 3 launch keys. I'm going to run you through the hardest one first, but if you follow my exact guide to a T, you should be fine while doing this. Note that you want to take your time with this one as it can be quite hectic. Head upstairs and go to the main hub. This is where a buttload of mimics are going to spawn and you're going to have to kill all of them. Train them in a circle and shoot back every 5-ish seconds. Make sure not to get too close as they can grab you and you'll most likely go down if that happens. After all of them are killed, head over to the C silo and you'll see a dead body. Pick up the key, except it's not a key. It's going to be a red mimic. These ones are slightly harder than the normal mimics, but if you kill the others at this time, you should be fine. Just keep training him, and once you kill him, the first key will drop. For the second key, head over to Silo A and head to the bottom where you're going to find a circle tunnel. Head to the back and there's going to be an essence trap. Pick that up and you're going to want to find a ghost monkey around the area. This essence trap is going to capture it. Once you find the monkey, you're going to want to throw it down near him. Don't get too close or you'll scare him and you're going to have to find him all over again. Also, don't do what I did and throw it on the wall as it took me a hell of a lot of time to retrieve it. Once the monkey's on top of the trap, double tap square and capture it. This is going to give you your second key. For the final key, you're going to want to go back to Silo B, which requires you to collect ether crystals. Once you find them, shoot it and collect them. You're going to need to find 20 of them. Head over to this canister and place them in. You won't have to put all of them in at the same time. Just place as much as you can and do it again when you have more. Once you've got all 20 crystals inside the canister, you'll want to head over to Silo D, where you're going to find a massive jellyfish. Head over to this bit of grass beside it and use the field upgrade. This is going to levitate you inside the jellyfish. Once inside, start shooting the bodies in the air. One of them should have the third key. Make sure you're paying attention, as it only shows up for a small amount of time. After picking that up, you'll now have all 3 keys. This is where you're going to need speed on your side, as you're going to have to activate all 3 keys in a short amount of time. This is all done in a certain order that's random every single time you play the game. Head over to the launch control pads in each silo and interact with them. If they say it's not the right one, you'll have to wait a few minutes and retry using another combination. Once you get them all activated, head back to the hub and go up these stairs. Make sure you are not dilly-dallying, as this boss fight will be timed. Open the door and you are now in the boss fight. Note that a bunch of enemies will be spawning during this step, so take them out if it gets a bit too hectic. The Legion is different in terms of health, as he's going to have these orbs and it is your job to destroy them all. At one point, the Legion is going to stop and you're going to want to use the death machine on his chest. This is going to be the easiest method, as I assume that you're going to use the Gallo, which this is going to be the most safer option. Once he's stunned, what you want to do is use your Ether Shroud field upgrade. Head over close to him and blast his orbs with the Gallo. Assuming you hit most of your bullets, the orb should break. Make sure you don't stay in there for too long, because after he's damaged, he's going to spray gas everywhere in that area. As I always say, take your time with the boss fight, but keep in mind you still have a timer. Rinse and repeat this process 2 more times, and you should have no problem completing the boss fight. After you destroy the last orb, you've done it. You've completed the first Easter egg on Outbreak. A cutscene will play, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.